in the third quarter. Now has a total of 14. Out there for the Americans, Baron Holzenbein, Stevie Lord, Henry Sosnitsa, Bruce Woodruff, and Steve Dorr. Richard Boot in goal. The Americans lead 4-3. Both teams scoring once in the third quarter. Sosnitsa making it 4-2 at 2:29. Dave McWilliams making it 4-3 at 4:31 of the third quarter. The Americans are put it in play. We're underway for the fourth quarter. Hold on to your seats, everybody. It ought to be a dandy. On the far boards of midfield, Stevie Long giving it out to Holzenbein. Back to Long. Now back to his red line to Henry Sosnitsa. Quickly to Holzenbein. One touch behind Stevie. Here is taken away by Baltimore. Black to the Memphis zone down the near side. Black to the near corner. Knocked away by Rudroff. Holzenbein can't get to it. Now taken away from Fink by Stevie Long. Holzenbein, high drive, leading to Steve Dorr. Dorr in the front corner. Shot on the save by Van Aeren. Rebound cleared away by Counts. It bounces all the way down to the far corner of the American zone, taken by Richard Boot. In the first minute of play here in the fourth quarter, the Americans lead it by 1 over the division-leading Baltimore Blast. Boot throwing it out to midfield for Steve Dorr. Dorr on the far boards, kicking it cross field, but nobody there. It's taken away by Fink of Baltimore. Over the red line to Counts. Counts down the near side, leading into the box. Ball loose, taken away by Sosnitsa. As overrunning the ball was Joey Fink on a beautiful centering pass. Here comes Memphis over the near side. Rudroff. Rudroff with the ball down the near wing. Rudroff near side long to Rudroff, and it's taken away by Fink. But Rudroff has it back in the far corner. But a foul called on Rudroff as he shoved Joey Fink as they both went for the ball.
Nice play right there by Bruce Rudroff. On the ball, he was the one who tipped it away, continued his run upfield. Stevie Long got possession and played it to him. Nice bit of work there by Bruce.
Long with the steal in the far corner, a shot and a save by Keith Van Aeren. The rebound ricochets high up over the glass in the far corner. The Americans will have it on a kick-in with 13:41 left to go in regulation. The Americans leading it 4-3 here at the Mid-South Coliseum. Holzenbein will be the trigger man on the kick-in. Puts it in play into the box. Stevie Long with the ball, a shot, and it's deflected up over the glass as Van Aeren just got a piece of it. Stevie Long had a left-footed shot, switched the ball over to his right foot, fired, and Van Aeren had enough time then to come out and deflect the ball up over the glass. It'll be a corner kick now for the Americans in the far corner. Holzenbein will take it. Holzenbein, his kick deflected by Baltimore, taken away. It's off the far boards. Counts up ahead to Lou Nagy. Nagy on the run over the Memphis red line. They go to the corner. Steve Dorr gets there ahead of him and knocks the ball away. Rudroff on the far board, put down from behind, and the foul on Nagy. It'll be Americans' ball with 13:24 left in regulation.
Good pressure by the Americans. Horse has got to be happy with the way we're starting the fourth quarter, and they've got to continue this now for the next 13 minutes to make it effective.
One mistake and we're all tied up.
That's right.
Ball kick tied midfield, headed to the Baltimore zone by Garrett. DeLong, a drive and a save by Van Aeren, who really had to go into the air to his right side to make the leaping, slapping save. Ball loose to the far corner, Memphis zone. Boot out of the box, along with Count. Count the shot, pulled off the boards. Another shot goes wide to the near side by Baltimore. As Boot was out of the box, but the Americans' defense covered up, along with some great Baltimore inaccuracy. Counts takes the ball away from Garrett at midfield. Gives to Nagy. Nagy in on the near point. Nagy has it taken away by Stevie Long. Good hustle by the roadrunner. Long out to midfield. Leads to Dudek. Dudek a try. Broken up immediately, but the helmet has the ball back on the near point. Sends it out midfield to Henry Sosnitsa. Americans lead it 4-3. They have never beaten the Baltimore Blast. Mike Garrett, far side of his own zone, bangs it off the boards for Sosnitsa. Sosnitsa over the red line, passing near side to Stemekovic. Stemekovic near side of the box, lead and a shot. Sosnitsa put it off the boards, wide to the far side on a sure goal. Sosnitsa had a certain goal, and he put it wide. Baltimore back into the Memphis zone. Stankovic. Stankovic down the near side, a shot off the boards out in front. Another shot goes wide to the far side. Allison covers the rebound, back to Boot. Throws it out midfield, far side for Stemekovic. Stemekovic's pass for Garrett, broken up, taken away by Adrian Brooks. Up ahead it goes to Stankovic. Stankovic into the Memphis zone. Stankovic, top of the box, trying to fake his way open. Leaves the pass right for Mike Garrett. Garrett brings it back out to midfield. Waiting for Stomekovic. Stan has to slow up to control the ball. Stops at the Baltimore red line. Across the far side to Kunovac. Now to Mike Garrett. Garrett has it knocked away by Jump. Taken away by Crossley. Crossley's errant pass. Battled around and now taken off the far boards by Adrian Brooks. Brooks over the Memphis red line, down the far side, a drive, broken up by Kunovac. Loose ball in the box, taken by Helmut Dudek easily. Nobody was there for Baltimore. Lou throws it out midfield, taken away by Stankovic. It hit him in the hand, and nothing was called. It bounced up and caught him in the hand. Turns towards a long drive, just wide of the far side. Rebound to the near corner is taken by Helmut Dudek. That could have been a costly non-call as Baltimore just missed a few seconds afterwards. Ray Kunovac to Stan Stomekovic in the Baltimore zone far board. Stan works on Stankovic. Stan now works from the slot, still dribbling the ball. Stan looks for help. Sends it far side to Mike Garrett. Garrett in the corner. Garrett goes to the corner. Garrett centers it out in front, right through the box. Near corner, Helmut Dudek fires it wide. Mike Garrett controlling the high bouncing ball. Pokes it out midfield for Allison. He's tied up with McWilliams. They both go to the boards. McWilliams gets it down to the Memphis zone to Ercole. Ercole shot just wide the far side, and Crossley missed the rebound. Brooks the shot broken up by Mike Garrett. Oh, Baltimore, 2 excellent opportunities. As Ercole just missed it wide, about 6 inches wide of the post on the far side, and Crossley just missed the rebound of that shot. Crossley has it far side to Adrian Brooks. Brooks back to Joey Fink. Fink battling, gets it off near side to Crossley. Now back to Stankovic. Stankovic working the slot. Works down the near side. Shot broken up by Dudek. Ball bouncing around, taken by Ercole in the slot. 9:41 to go in regulation. The Americans leading 4-3. Stankovic moves down the near side. A drive off the glass, atop the crossbar. A rebound and a goal by Adrian Brooks. The drive by Mike Stankovic hit off the glass atop the crossbar, ricocheted out to Adrian Brooks. He fired it home before Booth could react. We're all tied. There's a break in the action. The score, the Americans 4 and Baltimore 4.
Baltimore goal, number 18, Adrian Brooks, assist, Mike Stankovic.
Assist, his second point of the game. Adrian Brooks with the goal at 5:26. Brooks getting his first goal of the game, and that is his 8th goal of the year. And it ties us up at 4-4. Van Aaron with the ball in his own penalty area for Baltimore down to our left. Throws it out midfield, headed to the Memphis zone, but taken away by Bruce Rudroff. And it rolls back to Richard Poop. Down to Rudroff. We're in a dogfight now. We're tied at 4. Up to Sosnitsa. Sosnitsa up to Rudroff, near side. Down the near board. Bruce Rudroff. Sends it back now to Stevie Dorr. Now along the board to Rudroff. Back to the red line and Holdenbein. He sends it cross field off the far boards. Baltimore zone for Long. Ball beating along the corner. It comes in on Van Aaron, and he almost lost the handle. He slapped it up over the glass behind him. And it'll be a corner kick for the Americans. Van Aaron never had a sure grip on the ball, and luckily it deflected up over the glass.
Nice pressure there by Stevie Dorr, not letting Keith Van Aaron go off clean for that. He did the right thing by knocking it over, but unfortunately we can't put this one away.
Corner kick, Long to Dorr, he fell on the ball. Holdenbein hammers it out in front. It's loose, and finally turning and clearing it is Baltimore. Out to midfield, Rudroff. His pass intercepted by Stuart Jump. Crosses it far side to Ralph Black. Black at midfield. Kicks it high along the far boards, over the glass. And into the crowd on the far side, and the Americans will get it back. The clock stopped with 8 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in regulation. And the Americans are tied with Baltimore. It is 4-4 here at the Mid-South Coliseum. Glad you could join us. Tom Stalker along with Chris Bartels, bringing you all the action here on AM 60 WREC. Henry Sosnitsa will put it in play, midfield, far board. Watched there by McWilliams. He chips one to Long. Long far side of the box. Keeps it with a chest trap. Gives to Rudroff. Back to Long. Long on the far side, lost the handle. It's taken away by Baltimore. Counts out to midfield. Down the near side. Kicks it along to Stuart Jump. jump inside the red line. Battling on the near board. Ball rolls free. Stevie Long keeping up the pressure is fouled, and the Americans get the ball. Good pressure, good determination by Steve Long.
You know, looking back at that one shot that Henry Sosnica had, the pass from Stamikovic, what a difference I could have made right now in the game.
4-4 the score. 8:23 left to go in regulation. Sosnica puts it in play. High one to the Baltimore zone. Long takes it off the foot, controls it on the far point, sends it back out to midfield. And Rudroff is being pressured by McWilliams. Has to send it all the way back to Booth. He finally kicks it up off the near boards at midfield for Steve Dorr. Dorr for Holzenbein, tipped away by Black. Goes to the far boards. Joey Fink gets there ahead of Steve Long. Fink giving it off near side now to Ralph Black with exactly 8 minutes left in regulation. We're about at the halfway point of this fourth and final quarter. Black putting it into the Memphis zone in the near corner for McWilliams. McWilliams retreating along the boards. Lost the ball to Steve Long. Long a 2-on-2 break. Long over the red line. Long into the slot. Long, his shot broken up by Brooks. Bouncing ball taken at the red line. Back by Stevie. Knocked away by Brooks. Right to Holzenbein. Holzenbein put down by Adrian Brooks. And it'll be a common foul, but the Americans will get the ball just inside the Baltimore red line on the far side. 7:33 left to go. Overtime increasingly becoming a possibility here tonight. Sosnica, a drive, hitting off the boards wide far side, and Holzenbein was late for the rebound. Here's Baltimore on the run. Stankovic over the Memphis red line, a long drive wide to the far side. Off the far boards, Holzenbein keeping it alive for Memphis, and now it's controlled by Stamikovic. To the near side now, Rudroff. Rudroff runs it out to midfield, near side of the circle. Rudroff now rolling past to Garrett in the slot of the Baltimore zone. Sends it back out to Stamikovic at the center circle. To Kunevich. Kunevich lobbing it near corner for Stamikovic. Stamikovic plays it off the glass. Stamikovic has Brooks on his back. Stamikovic near side of the box. A shot and a save by Van Aaron. But Stan was held by Brooks and went down as he got the shot away. It'll just be a common foul. Americans will get the ball. Free kick about 8 feet to the near side of the Baltimore penalty area.
In my mind, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 3 and gone for the goal. Brooks brings them down from behind. No doubt 2 minutes.
Here's Helmut Dudek, a drive off the crossbar. And it had enough spin. It climbed up on the glass and up into the crowd. Helmut Dudek had it all on that shot. No way Van Aaron could have had that one all the way because that had too much mustard on it. Another key non-call.
That's right. Got 2 key non-calls and a key non-goal.
6:55 left to go in regulation. Memphis, the Americans, tied with Baltimore by the score of 4-3 here at the Mid-South Coliseum. Van Aaron putting it in play, gets it right back, and he'll throw it out to midfield. Throws it to the far side for Prentice. Prentice goes down.
Give me a break.
Oh, brother. Steve Allison had a hand on him, but he didn't really cause him to go down. He slipped down the turf, and they call a foul on the Americans.
The first team that makes a mistake tonight is going home a loser.
And hopefully it's going to be Baltimore. We've got 6:47 left in regulation. And then obviously overtime looms as a possibility. Baltimore puts the ball in play. Goes to the near quarter Memphis zone. Hammered out in front by Black. Knocked away by Helmut Dudek. Woods tries to keep it in the zone. Can't do so off of Mike Garrett. And now he retreats along the near board. Pushes off with Stankovic. Stankovic on the run over the red line. Stankovic centering far side. With it is Prentice. A shot broken up by Kuno. And kicked away by Dudek out to midfield. But Stewart Junk has it back for Baltimore. Just outside the Memphis red line. He retreats now back towards the circle. Sends a crossfield pass near side to Stankovic. Rolling pass to the Memphis zone to Nagy. Nagy near side centering pass through the box. Nobody there. Luckily for Memphis. Baltimore had a beautiful centering pass. Now with it is Stankovic in the slot. Fakes the shot. Poked away by Garrett. Loose ball to Kuno. Back to Garrett. 6:01 to go in regulation. Lead pass to Kuno. Stamikovic. Back to Kuno. Kuno bouncing ball. A shot and a save by Van Aaron. How he got a piece of that one, I'll never know. Garrett kicked it in the zone. Garrett. Far boards and Stamikovic. Stamikovic. Near side Helmut Dudek. A shot off the board. Out in front. Rebound to the near boards. Kicked away by Jump. Kept in the zone by Garrett. Sending it far side Stamikovic. Stamikovic far side of the box. Shot. Saved by Van Aaron. A leaping save going down to his right side. He threw it out to midfield. 5.5 minutes to go in regulation. Prentice downfield for Nagy. Boot out. They both met the ball. Loose ball out in front of shot and a goal. Both Nagy and Boot missed the ball. The ball rolls free off the boards out in front, and Baltimore fired it into the open net and has taken the lead. There's a break in the action with the score. Baltimore 5, the Americans 4.
We've still got a long ways to go on this one, and the Americans can come back. We've got 5 minutes left. 3 goals for the Minnesota Ladies. It's scored in less than 37 seconds. Playing time, the Americans 6-point game. Next Thursday.
We got to go. Let's see it. I agree.
Back to action. The ball in the far corner of the Baltimore zone with us. Stevie Long to Henry Sosnitsa. Sosnitsa, a drive broken up by Baltimore. And out the midfield, but it's taken back by Rudroff. To Dorn. Now up to Stevie Long. Back to Dorn on their side. Dorn couldn't get a control shot away. The ball is free near side. Long trying to centering pass, and Van Aaron falls on it. Baltimore leading at 5-4. Into the Memphis zone. Crossley has it taken away by Rudroff. Sent back out to midfield to Stevie Dorn. The Americans now need a goal to tie. 4:43 left in regulation. Ball at the Baltimore red line. Holzenbein on the far boards. To Long in the slot. One touch to Dorr. Dorr into the slot. Pushed down. Nothing is called. Baltimore trying to clear the zone. Counts. Giving it now to Nicky Nikolic. Ball rolls back to Memphis end. Taken by Boot. 4:21 left. Henry Sosnitsa back in his own zone. Watched there by Crossley. Sends it to the midfield area, far side to Mike Garrett. He turns. Runs it over the Baltimore red line. Angles in the slot. Mike Garrett out in front. Garrett giving the Holzenbein. Turnaround shot off the board way wide. Mike Garrett trying to keep it alive, but it's knocked away from him. Taken by Ercole. Pressured by Garrett. Garrett can't knock it away. Ercole off the boards. Over the red line, far side. Knocked away by Sosnitsa. And Garrett controls. 3:51 left. Garrett at midfield. Late pass near side to Steve Long. Long down the near side. Stevie Long around to the top of the box. Steve still with the ball. Leads to Sosnitsa. His drive broken up immediately. Kept in the zone by the Americans. Now it goes by Garrett, but taken by Richard Boot up at his own red line. With 3:33 left to go in regulation, the Americans need one to tie. Henry Sosnitsa puts it off the far boards for Kunevets. Kunevets sends it back to Sosnitsa. Downfield it goes to Stevie Long. He has it at the center circle. Kicks it near side to Rudroff. Americans spending too much time passing the ball around at midfield and not advancing towards the Baltimore end. Garrett with the ball pushed off the play. Ball taken away by Baltimore. Ercole brings it over the red line. And sends it back now to Ralph Black. Baltimore now content to eat up the clock. 3 minutes left to go. Black putting it in play to Mac Williams. Leaving it out to Ercole. This is Baltimore's fist, I guess. 2:51 left to go. Baltimore leading at 5-4. The Americans have to put some pressure on. Stankovic giving it off on the far boards. Now goes to the far corner. Shot off the boards out in front. And Rudroff controls the rebound, getting it back to Boot. Now on the run, Henry Sosnitsa at his own red line. If not a Ray Kunevets. Americans aren't quickly countering right now. They're taking too much time. Helmut Dudek written off the play, but the loose ball goes to the near boards, and Helmut chases it down. Dudek passes to Stankovic at the Baltimore red line. Pushed from behind by Stankovic. And it'll just be a common foul. Americans have put it in play. 2:21 left to go. That clock is moving awful fast all of a sudden. The Americans had a 4-3 lead going into the fourth quarter, but the Americans want to talk it over as Baltimore has scored twice in the fourth quarter and has taken a 5-4 lead. The Americans call their one allotted timeout for the second half, and we'll take a break. There is a break in the action with the score. The Baltimore Blast 5, your Memphis Americans 4. Just the play.
It's going to take a miracle.
The medicine man, Sam Bielitz, trying to get everybody on their feet at the Mid-South Coliseum. Some 6,000 on hand as he's trying to get them and make some noise and fire up the Americans because they've got just 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in regulation to tie this game up and force an overtime. The Americans trailing 5-4. They had called the timeout, and they will put the ball in play. They'll put it in play just inside the Baltimore red line on the near side. Helmut Dudek will put the ball in play. Dudek giving out to Stankovic, top of the box. Stan has it poked away, taken by Stankovic. Poked away by Holzenbein, but Stankovic has it back. Kicked along the far boards and fired along the boards. And ricochets up into the crowd off the shoulder of Ray Kunovec. It'll be a kick-in for Baltimore as one of the blast players is down in the far corner of the Baltimore zone. The clock stopped with 2:13 left to go.
Mike Stankovic.
It is Mike Stankovic, the one-time Memphis Rogue, down on the turf. Rolls over now onto his back. Don't know exactly what the problem is. It's on the opposite side of the field from where we are. Oh, brother, things are looking so good. The Americans at a 4-2 lead in the third quarter. Baltimore has scored 3 straight to take a 5-4 lead. That was after the Americans had scored 4 straight to take the 4-2 lead. It's been a game of ebb and flow, back and forth.
I got a question, I'll tell you, Tom. That decision by Richard Boot on that last goal to come out. Bad angle. There was no sense in coming out as far as I could see.
But it's all behind us now. What's left is 2 minutes and 13 seconds of regulation time. Baltimore will put the ball in play. Stewart jump. Far side of his own zone. Kicks one high. Headed by Joey Fink to the Memphis zone. Taken by Sosnitsa. And Kuno sends it back to Richard Boot. Boot will bring it up all the way to his red line. Gives it off now to Sosnitsa. Now across far side to Kunovec. 2 minutes to go. Kuno, far side midfield. Will there be a last minute hero for the Americans? Kuno has it almost taken away. He's battling now with counts. They both go down. They both go twisting down. Who's going to get the call? It's going to be Americans' ball. Kuno puts it in play quickly, but they say too quickly, and they'll have to do it again. Glad I didn't have to call that one. They were both like a couple of pretzels. But the Americans got the call. A minute 52 left to go in regulation.
The Americans here, Tom, have to use some common sense. They've got to use a little bit of game maturity, not wasting their chances this last minute.
Kuno gets the ball from Richard Boot. He's at midfield, being pressured by McWilliams. Now back to Sosnitsa. Now to Boot. Now with a minute 45 left. Boot outside his own red line. Gives it up now to Sosnitsa. Got to get it down to the other end, guys. Now it goes to the far corner Baltimore zone. Holzenbein putting a high shot in on net. Van Aaron makes the save. Throws it out midfield for Fink. Now kicked down to the Memphis end for McWilliams. McWilliams down the near side, has the ball. McWilliams goes down, and the Americans still have the ball. Nothing is called. Holzenbein at his own red line, along the far boards, forced to Stankovic. On his back is Nikolic. Stankovic working his way in, double team. Stan still has the ball. Finally, he goes down. They say play on. Holzenbein has the ball though. Out to the center circle in Sosnitsa. Far corner in Kuno. 1:05 to go. Kuno back out midfield, far side Holzenbein. Top of the box to Stankovic turning, falling, fell on the ball. No call, none should have been made either. On the run, here's Nikolic. Nikolic to 2-on-2, 51 seconds left. In the Memphis zone, sends it back to Joey Fink. Baltimore just wants to kill the clock right now. 45 seconds left. Holzenbein steals. Helmut Dudek over the red line. Dudek a drive up over the glass into the crowd. And it's going to be a corner kick. It was deflected by a Baltimore player. 40 seconds left to go in regulation. Everybody on their feet here at the Mid-South Coliseum. The Americans need one to tie and send it to overtime. Stankovic on about something. And Billy Maxwell says, you be quiet or I'm going to slap 2 minutes on you. Now's the time to be quiet. Stankovic in play. Dudek a shot. Just deflected wide. Kuno, top of the box. A shot just missing off the upper corner of the net. Out to midfield. Sosnitsa sending it to the far boards. Holzenbein with 28 seconds. Kicks it high over his head. Comes down. Van Aaron makes the grab. Van Aaron with 23 seconds. Throws it out to midfield for McWilliams. He's in the Memphis zone far side. 18 seconds left. McWilliams gives it off the jump. 14 seconds left. Jump. It's blocked by Holzenbein. Holzenbein goes down. Nothing. Yes, they finally call something. 10 seconds left. Americans will have one last chance. One chance left. Kuno puts it in play from the far side. Now it'll be Sosnitsa. Shot broken up. by Fink. He clears it out to midfield. Boot with the ball at the center circle with 6 seconds. To Dudek. Long to the near corner to Kuno. 2 seconds. Shot on net. Loose ball. And there's the horn. It's all over. The Americans see one slip through their fingers. The final score. The Baltimore Blast 5, the Americans 4. Back with a recap after this.
Memphis State